This afternoon, we have an exciting match in our SGLIVE 2024 Zelda 1 Randomizer tournament. On the left, we have ThePirateSheep. On the right, Kingdahl. Two great runners that are sure to give us a great show. I'm Proknovic. Tracking for us today is Neo Nonane, and in the booth with me, the one, the only Fury SK. How you doing?
Oh, we're doing great. We're going to see a competition between a newcomer that is extremely good in a short amount of time versus somebody who's arguably the complete opposite in terms of their time in the game. Kingdahl's been here since, I want to say, near the beginning. So he's been around a long time. He's still got a lot of game, and this will be an exciting one.
This sure will be. For those who are not familiar with our flag sets for this tournament, we will have a 2Q overworld, which means only one large secret and an extra door repair. We will also see things like remove most open stairs, Q2 enemies, and we will start on the wood sword screen.
Yep, vanilla start. Where that wood sword ends up, we won't know. It could be underneath some sort of block, either the Armos, or if the Armos is the ladder, technically could be the coast item as well.
That's absolutely right, Fury. We've seen a lot of really exciting matchups in this series already. One earlier this afternoon was pretty much a nail biter for a while as the two runners sparred head to head. And we are grateful for our chat. We have Bogey Smalls and Druis, who I was working with just a little bit earlier, and we're off. We have a casino on our start screen.
Actually, a very useful thing to have on your start screen because you can save scum your money, and if the winnings are good enough, you can use that to farm money in a second quest overworld.
Absolutely. If you have any hope of getting a blue ring, that's the best way to do it. And we also have our first sighting of a door repair. Unfortunately, we have no idea how much it is. Kingdahl gets the wooden hockey stick. And Pirate Sheep gets the sword as well. Always nice to have your pointy stick 50 seconds into the game. And looks like we have... I didn't quite catch what kind of message that was. I don't think that was door repair.
I think it's the same one, so I think we're down 2 door repairs at 0 rupees, which is good.
That's right, and we have Kingdahl getting close to the Armos. Death Armos picks up a bomb pack from a convenient drop. And we see another casino. And let's see if Death Armos has our item today. Nope, just a stairway leading to a potion shop. Both of our runners up in A continue to head west. Kingdahl finds a meat shop. That is some expensive filet mignon. And Pirate Sheep in Q1, Q3 finds a medium secret of 33. And we see Kingdahl heading up towards 1Q1. Let's see what kind of surprises it holds for us. And that is a 230 blue ring with 84 arrows and an expensive key. And we see a Pirate Sheep heading along the coast, while Kingdahl makes his way around the East Lake. So Fury, what has been your favorite thing about this tournament so far?
You know, I just enjoy the fact that the competition has gotten really, really tough. The community has grown quite a bit in the last several years thanks to the Rookie Rumble and the consistency of the tournaments, as well as the weekly that's on Speedgaming every Sunday night. just having everybody get closer in terms of their overall times makes it a lot more fun when you're in these tournaments because it's super competitive.
That's right, thank you. Speaking of competitive, we have a 45 rupee blue candle, which makes it very compelling as a possible purchase. And I believe that was 60 something cheap meat. But yeah, with this year we've had so many new fantastic runners coming onto the scene. I was really impressed with ThePirateSheep and his performance in that rookie rumble, and we found level 9. Goodbye, level 9. We'll see you again soon. Kingdahl finds a take and he opts for the heart. I think it may have been Kingdahl that saw that cheap candle. So that may be a strategy, just using some money for that instead. And maybe making a max play. We see the book is our white sword item. Sorry, 4 hearts is not enough. And we see mags along the coast as well. And our coast item was in fact the recorder. $6 for our small secret.
Not great, but again, some door repairs already out of the way, so there's a pretty good chance you can collect a lot of money.
We find level 1 up near Casino Corner.
This is a pretty easy dig, and we also can pirouette one of the key doors open right off the bat, so a good chance that we can get a little bit deeper in here and maybe find items, including one in the staircase, could be this room.
That's right, and Neo Nonane, our fantastic tracker, is keeping us honest. That Armos item was the power bracelet, which was already picked up by Kingdahl. Probably right here on the North Forest Armos screen.
Yep, a little bit of a glitch there. The boomerangs can freeze up the Armos. That's exactly what happened.
Must have been Lost Hills Armos. You see a quick up and A from Kingdahl. Looks like the Triforce is only 3 rooms away.
Yeah, it's blocked by a key from the side he was on. Because this level 1 is going to follow the... most of the time it's going to follow first quest properties. You should be able to bomb every wall with the exception of Old Men, Zelda's room, or a removed open stair occasionally will not bomb, and it's usually a left or right wall when that happens. We do see a block clip. There is this block clip that you see from Kingdahl. Additionally, there is a pixel on the right side door that you can stand in, and that will do much the same thing. He also got a 10 count going, so we got a pack of bombs off of him.
And another thing about those Lamolas is if you kill one and leave the room, it'll count the other as dead. And we have a push block. Is this going to be our first item? It is the banana. Kingdahl doesn't pick it up.
Yeah, I think if you're this early, it's probably something worth picking up, but some runners don't like the inventory space being taken up at all.
Kingdahl picks up a key from the Staphos, and ThePirateSheep also decides to abandon the banana. In the meantime, we see 2 troll dongos. Hopefully they'll play nicely with us today. So far so good. Excellent use of that bomb to also blast open the wall by Kingdahl.
Yep, unfortunately getting a little too rapid fire with the bombs, so the second one would have got him there, but the smoke was still clearing from the first, and they robbed him of the actual smoke.
And we have a ladder block for Kingdahl. Let's see if we get that.
I was going to say, technically doable. If you had the boomerang and they were 0 HP, it really would have been easy, but you can reverse clip on the top side of that moat.
And in our chat, I see that Druis and Bogey Smalls are still trying to make Pincer Dave a thing. Sorry guys, it's not going to become a thing. And we see Kingdahl again working his magic, trying to get that super rope, which seems pretty beefy. That is 6 hits on that rope. That is painful.
Yep, probably gonna go left here. I would think. Nope. I guess maybe it's not a drop room one. I don't memorize the drop room specifically, but I thought maybe he'd go clear the gels and see what was over there.
Yep, picks up the Triforce out of one, decides, I'll come back later. Continues exploring Casino Corner and finds the Any Roads. This is a smart move, checking this one little spot before you take those Any Roads. See if it's anything good. It is some money, and it is our pitiful large secret of 63.
I believe the Pirate Sheep has opened up a key door that Kingdahl did not, so we'll have access to a few more rooms.
And what we don't need is access to one of those coast spots, because that is one of the Any Roads. And as far as free money for this seed from all the caves, there'll be a grand total of 330 rupees. That's pretty bad.
Still think it's potentially mitigated by the money-making game at start, but we'll see.
That's right, Fury. Just depends on how they use it. And we did see a blue ring shop not too far from start as well. And yes, that was an Any key, and that is a fantastic find 10 minutes in. I feel like that's going to give the Pirate Sheep potentially a huge advantage depending on when Kingdahl makes it back. Now, Kingdahl does pick up a blue candle, so he can start burning the forest down.
Yeah, I'll be interested to see how Kingdahl goes about getting additional money, because probably going to need wood arrows or potentially bait, or maybe you want to take a crack at a bomb upgrade. There's a couple things left to be bought. Potions could also be included in that. Door repair is still not that bad, though.
Yeah, it looked like 17.
That's what I have it as, but it's definitely under 20, which is good.
Alright, that means the free money minus door repairs for the seed is 160. Thankfully, we got some of those door repairs out of the way while we were broke.
To answer the question in chat, Kingdahl was not blocked out of the Any key. He left with 3 keys in hand. You need 1 key to get there. Or you need to know that the bomb wall exists to the left of one of the rooms, which the map is also blocked by said key doors. So that's why I missed out.
Yep, Pirate Sheep grabs the try out of 1, and we're tied up.
I think it's potentially going to hurt Kingdahl a little bit, because 1 will be the dungeon that he goes back to first if he has to redig for a required item to beat the game. So, like, if he's not got silvers yet and he's got an option of 1 or 9, I know he's going to go to 1.
Pirate Sheep finds that large secret, does not immediately save, but decides to explore the Any Roads. And Kingdahl, with 5 hearts, might make a play soon for the book. The book is our atlas in this flag set, and would bring a big advantage for those dungeons.
Yeah, my guess is probably going to try and route some of these candle spots, probably do Candle Row. Hope to run into another Take Any one, and if he does at that point, I think you definitely make the play up to the Lost Hills area where the book is.
Yep, and we see the Pirate Sheep picking up the blue candle from a shop. That will leave all 4 hearts potentially available at the Take Any's, unless, of course, he decides to take a potion instead. Meanwhile, Kingdahl is skating his way across Candle Row. Gonna burn that side, and Pirate Sheep finds that power bracelet. I would not be surprised at all if he does the immediate check, which he does, and finds the door repair. And confirms that is 17. Pirate Sheep takes a heart out of the take any, up to 4. I see Pirate Sheep going into the Lost Hills, checking the push block, just to find a potion shop, and we'll see what the waterfall brings us today. Worthless hints, snipers, and a screen full of nasty Lionels. Although Pirate Sheep is making really great work out of them. Nice candle boost. Casino. Kingdahl's up to 6 hearts thanks to the Forgotten Spot.
That's a pretty wild candle boost. It almost still got him sword beamed, but he managed to sneak in to that waterfall white sword cave, so that was pretty well done.
Yeah, I was actually very impressed that he was able to get there on probably the last of his iframes.
If you want a little bit of an easier route in there, you can continue to kind of reset the screen. In the vanilla game, it'll move the Lionel over to the right side, and I believe the primary spawn still does the same thing, so you can kind of whittle your way down. It takes a while, but, I mean, it's safer, I guess.
So Fury, we are 15 minutes in and only seen 1 level. How many blocked levels do you think we'll have this time?
I think we've seen more than one. We just refuse to go in those dungeons, such as level 7. I know Pirate Sheep saw it earlier, and Kingdahl just saw it. I know we've seen level 9 as well. I believe that was on South Coast.
Oh yeah, that's right. Forgot about that.
Not that we can really do much there, but I don't know. The averages would tell you there's probably 1 and a good shot at 2, and everything above that's not as likely, but plausible.
We have Kingdahl pick up the book, and I completely agree. Shape 7 will always be Shape 7, and as the saying goes, never 7.
Alright, so this is actually a reasonable thought that Kingdahl might have had. Knew the book was on the overworld and wanted to not burn keys, so why not get the book and go back to 1 knowing where you have to go?
You're absolutely right, Fury. And we do see Pirate Sheep pick up the wood arrows, and Kingdahl, having that map now, should have absolutely no problem finding the any key.
Question will be how many keys.
The question will also remain whether they'll decide to dig out the heart container out of 1, being a pretty small level. It would not surprise me if they spend a little more time trying to dig that out.
Well, it depends on the room. I think if it's this room that the heart container's in, we're probably not going to come back.
Oh, true. Those bunnies. And pickup confirmed at 6 hearts for the white sword item book. We see the Pirate Sheep making his way back over to the Lost Hills. Now that candle is in hand, it does open up 2 additional spots. Actually 3, sorry. And we're rewarded with a take any. I believe that is Pirate Sheep's 3rd. And Kingdahl is in the room now with that any key.
Yeah, it might not be as thrilled to find the any key at 6 keys already, but you're not going to turn it down either.
Oh, I don't know any runner that will turn down an any key, even if they have 9. Except maybe you, Fury, because you're that good.
Oh, please. I think Kingdahl actually he either has the record or he's very close to the record for a tournament race. I think he had, I want to say it was 21 keys that he was at, and he did find the any key in that one in 9, said no thanks.
I wonder if anyone's ever actually done the math to see how many maximum keys you can have in the vanilla game without buying any or getting the any key. And we have a set of staircases that are surrounded by a couple troll dongos. And let's see what it brings. It's the ladder. Ladder in 7, that is great. That gives Kingdahl also access to the recorder. And looks like Kingdahl's just going to nope out of there, come back for the Triforce later. And he's beelining it for that recorder.
Yeah, I think it's the right play. You've gotten your item in a couple of rooms, so you don't really want to go through that dungeon, especially if you have Dark Nuts or Wiz Robes. I didn't see enough of the enemy set to see what was going on there, but if it's a nasty one, then you can be wasting time on low resources, when otherwise you might have more later.
And we have the recorder pickup for Kingdahl. Speedy access across Hyrule. And that opens up, I believe it's 7 spots?
You have the one at start, you have one in the Dead Woods, you have 2 in the Grave, 1 in Death Mountain, and 2 in the Eastern Forest, 1 at Vanilla 2, 1 at whatchamacallit, and then you have the 3 desert spots.
Okay, so what's that, 11? Something like that? I knew my math was off, but we did see a prescription pickup from Kingdahl. Now they have the option to buy potions instead of relying on a take any.
I want to say it's 10, 7, and 2, and then 2 for ladder, so something like that. I have my tracker in front of me, so I don't really count them. I just know that there's a lot of spots there.
And we have 2 simultaneous burns in different parts of Hyrule, revealing the same shop. Wah wah. ThePirateSheep is going towards the Forgotten Spot, which will give him his last take any. Opts for the potion.
Yeah, with second quest enemies, that's usually the play you're going to have to make, especially with the forced 13 hearts. I think it's definitely more advantageous to have the potion for red bubbles than it is to try and maybe go for mags. There's really no guarantee that you can actually even get mags reasonably without full clearing everything, and then you're just kind of losing time.
That's absolutely right. Because also one of the features of this flag set, we have the Mugger Rooms. I believe there are 3 of them.
Well, this is a great enemy set so far.
Yeah, blue whizzies. You have possible drop room. What more could you ask for? Oh, and tanky manhandler.
Well, no, I mean, it's normal manhandle. I think their boss HPs are normalized, but yeah, not... almost got cornered in that room, honestly. Yep, we have the Triforce location known in here. Will we be able to get it? Time will tell.
Kingdahl picks up 7th heart. I don't believe we've seen a bait block. Have we yet, Fury?
Nope.
That's an unfortunate hug. And Kingdahl is up to 189 rupees. Maybe this is just because I'm really bad at the game, but at that point, I'd start considering gambling.
Alright, this kind of room, I think it's just Bomb City. I don't think we waste too much time with these bubbles.
Oh yeah, bubbles and an NSU with a couple of moblins, I would be bombing as well. And is rewarded with a bomb pack. Grave Push block just has another potion shop in it. And maybe possible unintended Triforce for the Pirate Sheep?
No, that looked like it was very intentional. I don't want to play in this dungeon right now.
I will see if that item in 4 comes back to haunt us. If so,
Okay.
it's a pretty quick dungeon.
I was going to say, I'm pretty sure we'll redig that if we need to, kind of early. But it's going to lead the Pirate Sheep to where Kingdahl is, which is level 2, and that was located at Vanilla 6. Or just level 3 before that, that works too. I guess the good news is both runners have found the earlier dungeons first for the most part, level 7 being the only one of the top, say the top 4 of your 8 that you need that we found. Which runner will get an item out of one of these early dungeons first is really the question now. Well, that's a really bad location for a Dig Dogger.
That's right, that is one of our possible drop rooms.
Yeah, that could have been the staircase. If it is, that's going to really be a problem. We have to get to 7 to get the ladder to get that item. Unless it's something of minor consequence, which would be like red candle, magic boomerang, heart container, some of the smaller stuff. I guess in theory you could also hope that it might be, if it's an important item, you're maybe hoping it's the raft, just because the chances aren't as high at this point with one of them taken out.
You see a heart on the floor in level 2. It's unknown yet whether that's the coast heart or just the dungeon heart. And Triforce out of 3 for the Pirate Sheep. I imagine they're going to dive back in and get that item.
There are at least some rooms that you could go exploring in and see if you can stumble upon the item. And the enemy set's not quite as bad as the last one we saw it for. Still kind of looking at that Dig Dogger room as the most likely answer.
I think you're right, Fury. Compass in 2 shows the Triforce is way on the other side.
Well, we have a shot. Hey, that's a big item.
That's right, that's silvers in 2. So all that Kingdahl needs to be in total go mode is, well, Triforce in go mode, is getting that bow.
We have one room left that's ladder block. That also could be the item, but at this point, if I'm the Pirate Sheep, I mark it as a recorder block as the most likely cause.
And Triforce out of 2 for Kingdahl.
Yeah, Kingdahl could technically still need the raft. It's just one remaining overworld spot, as the other one is taken by an inroad, so I don't think Kingdahl's too worried about finding that. Probably just looking for the bow and would probably gamble at that point. At least I would make that gamble.
You know, I do not have the Nintendo Power Guide. Sorry, I have the Nintendo Power Glove. But, unfortunately, not the guide. Excellent use of the bomb there, and rewarded with a key that he didn't need. That's one thing that I've really seen improve a lot with the Pirate Sheep since Ricky Rumble, is much better bomb economy. Seems to be a lot more intentional with his bomb placements. Kingdahl gets that same message about the Dig Dogger. This time can actually dispatch it.
Yeah, this could potentially be really good for Kingdahl and really bad for the Pirate Sheep. The item in here being the raft, however, probably not as bad a situation for the Pirate Sheep as it could have been. If there's a dungeon on the one remaining spot, then, you know, then it's still just as bad, but that's a pretty low odds chance.
Anytime you have really beefy snakes and they're ganging up on you like that, it can always be a real threat to your health. But Kingdahl takes care of them rather easily. Pirate Sheep is, no, probably going to have to up an A.
You can clip here. It's just a question of how long it's going to take for the other guy to walk over. Almost.
Unfortunately, that was probably about 30 seconds.
Not the end of the world. I forget there's a ladder block in the room itself, though. No.
And Pirate Sheep takes care of these. Gibdo's making quick work of them and will be rewarded hopefully, with the Triforce in 2. And survives the floor. In the meantime, Kingdahl back in 4. Which was in the Grave Open Cave.
Yeah, this upper door is no good. We gotta get out of there. The blue wizard can climb up into that top side door, so that's why you can't quite use that as effectively. And Kingdahl probably wants to reset this room. By that I mean lock it in.
Always a good strategy when you're dealing with Wizrobes is to go ahead and save the room for when you come back and possibly get a good cycle. Unfortunately with Kingdahl, again trying to fight these moblins and the bubbles getting in the way. ThePirateSheep starts exploring the western half of Death Mountain. Gets rewarded with another whopping 6 rupees. Fury, remind me, have we seen the bomb shop yet?
I do not recall. We haven't needed it yet, so far so good.
Triforce out of 4 for Kingdahl.
Might be making the same exact choice.
Ooh, 36 rupee bombs. And we see Kingdahl going for East Death Mountain. ThePirateSheep continuing to explore west. See if either of these hold the secrets to the next level. Bogey's arrow says nothing, just expensive meat. We do find level 8. And I can't even begin to think about what that level 8 looks like, Fury. Maybe it's an old woman sitting at a table. We also have a very violent shade of pink for that dungeon palette. Hopefully our time in 8 will be one of those rare super short 8s. Kingdahl making his way west into more of Death Mountain is only about 3 screens, I believe, away from level 8. See if he keeps digging or decides to go a different route. And ThePirateSheep decides to pay the 63 rupee ransom.
Well, you're one room away from the Triforce by going through that. I think you might... we snuck through. We might potion depending on what this room is. It's doable. I don't know that I like it.
I personally find that whenever I'm playing, I always seem to forget that I have a potion when I come to rooms like that. Thankfully, Pirate Sheep is better than me and is able to pull it off. Triforce and 8. See Pirate Sheep going back in. They're going to attack. Go back south into the lower parts of the dungeon, except ladder block. That ladder in 7, proving again to be an advantage for Kingdahl.
Could be an advantage, or could actually just push the Pirate Sheep into the item in here that he's looking for, maybe.
That is true.
We do know that the bow can be somewhere in either this dungeon, level 6, level 5, level 4.
I am putting my money on a banana and let's say the Coast Heart. Just seems that whenever I'm playing Shapes 8, it is always trolly for me.
Well, if this doesn't... I was gonna say, if this doesn't bomb, yeah, this is time to bail.
Yeah. Yarn Dragon says 8 is a Venus flytrap coming up from its pot. I can see Little Shop of Horror vibes, definitely. Pirate Sheep finds a useless map thanks to our atlas. Decides to up and A again. High 5.
Yeah, the top half is another segment. So he has to find the staircase, which means going past the Triforce.
Chat, we are seeing a very exciting matchup between our two runners, Pirate Sheep and Kingdahl. Be sure to give them a follow. Also, thanks for great tracking from Neo Nonane and co-commentary with Furious K. He jumped in last minute to help us out. Without him, you'd be left just listening to me ramble on. So thank you, Fury, thank you, Neo, and thank you, Speedgaming, for hosting this restream. Okay, so Pirate Sheep is in a very curious room. Beamoses, Bubbles, Dark Nuts, and Wallmasters. That's just nightmare fuel. Kingdahl grabs Triforce out of 8. Imagine they would dive back in. No, Kingdahl decides to bail. Recorder in hand, he can easily come back.
Yeah, this is a chance for the Pirate Sheep to make up some ground, though.
Possible drop room? Stair room. It is, and just the transport. But that could be very important to get to that northwest corner.
Now, for the most part, you don't have to clear too many of these rooms unless you get shuttered in. And we do still have a blue potion in inventory, so that's also a way to get the sword back if we don't find a blue bubble somewhere. At this point, you don't like taking those bops, but I don't think it's particularly a big deal. We still potentially have to potion at some point just to clear their staircase room.
That's right. one thing PirateSheep is doing is making very quick work of these rooms that are obviously not staircases, covering a lot of ground very quickly. That may have been a valuable bomb, though.
Yeah, the reaction told it all, because it's bubbles in there as well, so it was just a reactionary, I'm just going to leave the room because I don't see a staircase before we saw what was in there.
Yep. And Q23 has nothing important today.
Alright, first item's a red ring. That's a good find. That will speed things up a lot more for the PirateSheep.
Absolutely. Once you have that, you can start face tanking everything.
Yeah, in lieu of finding the bow in here, if you find, like, white sword or wand as the second item along with a red ring, that will also create a chance to make up ground. Not sure if it'll be enough, potentially, but we'll find out. At this point, it's looking more and more likely that the PirateSheep will have to backtrack to that transport stair. There's only 1 or 2 rooms left over here. And I think there's still an old man somewhere in here.
Yeah, I know that we've seen one old man. But you're right. Oh, and, of course, another ladder block.
Yeah, you gotta backtrack, I think, to that other staircase. You know where it's at, and I believe on the top side that would leave you 10 rooms left. Sweden, meanwhile, over there on the right side, got sword beam by the Lionels on that white sword cave. We know it's nothing useful, but he might have to revisit just to see what's there.
Going through the transport, PirateSheep. Going to find his access to that remaining part of level 8. Dumped in a room that's not too bad. And, well, there it is. There's your item, guarded by a very weak and pointless Aquamentus. And I was right about the boomerang.
Yeah, well, at least it wasn't that much extra time past the red ring. It was about 2.5 minutes to get the answer, and we won't be back there.
So we haven't seen the item out of 4 or 5 yet. Of course, I don't think we've even found 6.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're down 5 and 6, unless I've missed something. Never mind, we have just down level 6.
That's right, that level 5 was in the desert. One of the south recorder spots, I believe. Yep. And push block, is it the rule of 5 always being transport? It is. Very convenient Triforce location, though, just outside of that stairway. I imagine Kingdahl will just search these rooms on the periphery. Doesn't find the item, probably just grab that Triforce to get back to the beginning of the level.
Yeah. There was a question in chat about where level 7 was. I believe that's on the Crossroads screen, which is the screen above the northernmost forest Armos. So it's over there on the east coast, basically. I think actually level 5 being flute blocked is a bit of a blessing for the PirateSheep because it's going to force his hand back into level 7 a bit sooner. Whether or not 6 is also blocked by that, I don't know. But the only real downside of this would be if the raft is also required, in which case you have to also revisit the Dig Dogger in 3.
Kingdahl does decide to poke around a little bit more, narrowly avoids being eaten by a Gru. And he'll be the item in 5. And it is the bow. And Kingdahl with that is in Triforce and Go mode.
Yep, the only thing left that can stymie Kingdahl is the bait. This level 4 dig may only be one room, but it's going to be a little bit of a time sink unless it's going to speed them up.
Yeah, at this point, the only remaining items that would really speed up would, of course, be the white sword, the wand. I mean, red candle at this point probably won't make that much of a difference.
I'd be surprised if we go down the staircase even for the red candle. I know it will help with red bubble combat, but you got to feel like you're behind if that's what you find here.
Absolutely. And looks like Kingdahl's making a play, going back to 7 to grab the try out of there. And we're back at the Wizrobe room. This could be our stair. Yeah, being one away from start, I'd probably up an A, get your health back. And quick Triforce for Kingdahl. All he's missing is level 6. I believe the spots that he has left to check would be the river spots, maybe a couple more in the desert, and that a whistle spot just left of the dead woods and the lost woods. I think those are the only spots that ThePirateSheep really has left to check. Sorry, Kingdahl. And we do see the Coast Heart in 4. Kingdahl finally gets back to the top of the waterfall, discovers the casino, and decides that was not worth this time. Although, it would have been nice to check those river spots while he was right there. Instead, he makes his play for the raft spot, see if that was required or not. And it is Fury. Both, yeah, I'd say ThePirateSheep is at a significant disadvantage now, much more than before.
Outside of a Wizrobe infested 9, it's pretty much lights out on that, just because that requires every single item knowledge at this point for ThePirateSheep. He's going to have literally everything known to him by the time he gets to 6, outside of what, like red candle, wand, and white sword.
That's right, having to deep dive back into 7. You know, already grabbed the ladder, and to go back, get the flute from the coast. And that flute was necessary to enter 5, right?
The question in chat was, did pirates sea raft and skip it? No. The answer is flute, which is on the coast ladder spot, with the ladder being at 7 that was just acquired, was preventing it, as there's a dig dogger in 3 blocking the staircase. So yeah, we need like Magic Staircase 9 with Wizrobes everywhere and Kingdahl having issues on Green Tunic and Wood Sword. That is essentially all that can really thwart him. I think Kingdahl otherwise has about a 10 to 12 minute lead into 9.
Yeah, maybe throw in it again in Chevy Room just for good measure.
Never say never, but again, this is going to take quite a troll for some time to be afforded to actually get caught up.
And PirateSheep gets that recorder. And I'd imagine they would head straight back to level 3 to get that item.
I don't know what the play would be here. That appears to be what's going on, which is fair. I guess with the bow outstanding as well, that does make a lot of sense.
And it's always nice when fires go down to a single silver arrows. And there's that dig dogger that's blocking the raft.
Yeah, I don't know that he'll really like the item right off the bat, but can't say no to it.
Exactly. Now, keep in mind, PirateSheep has seen that the east raft spot was one of the any roads that only leaves the one by a start. So statistically speaking, not very significant. Unfortunately, the way the seed rolled, very significant.
Yep, I'm going to see the recorder spots over here first, which will slow us down a little bit more too. I mean, you have to check the spots just to make sure.
Even PirateSheep momentarily forgets that that's a recorder spot, not a push block. And Triforce out of 6 for Kingdahl. We're off to 9. Now, level 9 was down at the coast, down in the south, so we should see a pretty quick journey to get there. Maybe no stop at the fairy fountain. Okay.
Yeah, if there's a fairy fountain that's needed because of a nasty 9, then you do that after the fact, I think.
That's right. So Kingdahl is going into 9. Green tunic, wood sword. He's much braver than I am. And here we go. That is a pretty decent size 9. Not too big, not too small. 2 passive divergent right off the bat with no instant Ganon. Wait, no, that is instant Ganon.
Yeah, well, maybe. Still need to get a little bit of luck. Maybe looking just to see if there's a transport around. I don't know. This is a rather interesting call. That's a white sword. That will be helpful.
Yeah, no one will turn that down. So Kingdahl has his aluminum hockey stick.
And now the question is, can we bomb up or perhaps to the right?
And we can, and it goes black. And here's Ganon with the aluminum hockey stick. That'll take 8 hits. And being in his own room, we don't have any water that will cause problems. And Kingdahl gets a great stun lock right off the bat. And there goes Ganon. We have Bacon.
Yeah, that's a freebie spawn in the middle of the room, and someone of Kingdahl's stature is going to be able to take that out pretty easy.
So at this point, we are looking for a room that as soon as Kingdahl enters, a shutter door will open even though it still has enemies in it. That will be the door leading to the kidnapped. And I forget, with the hockey sprite, what is the kidnapped? Is it a trophy?
I don't think he's messed with that, if I remember. I think he's just messed with the main character sprite.
Okay.
And the hockey stick, essentially.
That's right, it's Opno Point that has the trophy. PirateSheep finds a bomb upgrade. Unfortunately, at 110 and this late in the game, not worth it.
Yeah, the other problem here is PirateSheep hasn't found 5 yet, so it has to dig this for the bow. So again, that's just going to slow him down even more. No, we tried to dodge him. Yeah, I tried to dodge him, didn't work out. I don't know that with 60-ish rupees left, it's going to play a big part.
No, and I believe Kingdahl also does have a potion.
Yep, might burn that at some point, but probably just going to try and make progress until the game says no.
And if he happens to find a wand in one of these staircases, all the better.
That staircase means up and A time. Speaking of one.
That's right, that's in 6, which means it's the red candle in 9. Still useful for candle boosting, but otherwise pretty useless at this point.
Oh, hey. We took the right at Albuquerque, we needed the left at Albuquerque, but it's GG all the same.
That's right, with an official race time of 1 hour, 1 minute, and 11 seconds. Our winner, Kingdahl. Let's see if we can get them into the race room. Fury, are you able to do that invite? For some reason, it's not quite working for me.
Let's see if they are intending to come in first. Kingdahl's already on route, so we'll get him in first. I think the PirateSheep is going to take the more conventional walking path to where this... Oh, no. Never mind. Just ignore me.
That's right, it's a artificially segmented 5.
Yeah, Kingdahl just went straight for the staircase, and that ends up being the most beneficial route to take.
And Pirate Sheep, while exploring 5, discovers a Patra. I don't remember seeing very many Patras this seed.
Yep, there's a question in chat with the Pirate Sheep now being 3-1. This is Kingdahl's first game, so he controls his own destiny still. Sis Crusher, Jay Coper, and Chrono JJ are the other 3 opponents in this group. So definitely not going to be an easy go. Again, veteran runner can always make things happen.
And Pirate Sheep still looking for that item. We know it's the bow, but that will definitely help him out in his search for Ganon. Fortunately, this is not the room. I believe the bow was in that V column, right where it's segmented.
Yep, literally one bomb wall away from being able to get there, and the game just noped it. Well, I guess technically not. There's one more room beyond it, but
close enough.
It'd be funny if you go down a screen, there's a bait block there from the top.
That is true. We never did see the bait block in the seed.
I think the odds are still in favor of 5 or 9 at this point.
And Triforce out of 5 for Pirate Sheep. With that, they'll head back over to 7 and finish rounding up those Triforces. For those who are wondering what Pirate Sheep was doing right there, they were just preparing the recorder count to allow easy access back to 9. And quick Triforce out of 7 for Pirate Sheep. That completes all that they need to go into 9 and face off with Ganon.
Yep, should be a good opportunity to make up time in this 9 as well. If you go left out of Ganon's room, or at least explore both options, that will lead you to Zelda very quickly.
And at 1 hour, 7 minutes, 26 seconds, Pirate Sheep enters level 9. Sure that he'll be very encouraged by the quick Ganon roar. Ganon's one room to the north.
Well, that forces the issue.
Yep, I'm really surprised that Pirate Sheep didn't try bombing up from the turnstile.
Probably just looking for the way around, assuming that it's going to troll. In this case, it would not have.
Yep. In the meantime, we have Kingdahl in the race room with us. GG's.
GG. I got lucky.
Oh, hey, the compass is right there, too, to point out the way to go in Ganon's room.
So Kingdahl, you had some very fortunate finds early on. What did you think of this seed?
I was trying to skip everything. But I guess looking back, the ladder was huge.
That's right. You probably got the ladder solid. What was it? 30 minutes before Pirate Sheep did.
I would say closer to 40 or 45 even.
Yeah, because that was a full clear overworld. I only had those waterfalls where I died on the Lionels. I was hoping that there would be some action up in Death Mountain, and it was. So, I mean, if it's not, then this is over. Full clear, not. But I guess skipping level 4 also that looked nasty, and I thought I have the flute, so I'll come back.
You'll be happy to know it was just a heart.
Yeah, I saw it back on the restream when I joined, so that was great because I saw one potential room and I thought, no, it's too many levels left, and I have I think I have the silvers, so it was like bow, and the bow being here is too low percent with waist ropes and wood sword and a green tunic.
And we have the Pirate Sheep finishing with an official race time of 1 hour, 10 minutes, and 1 second. Pirate Sheep, GG's.
GG's. 7. Come on, man.
Yeah, that pretty much did it. I don't really fault the decision on the first look in. Maybe could have said that after you got the book, you could take a second peek in and see what kind of 7 you're dealing with. But again, it's 7.
It's 7.
So it's just a routing call, and sometimes you get lucky, and sometimes you get laddered. Yeah, Kingdahl did not leave you too many opportunities outside of overworld clearing to kind of make up time on him. Again, pretty much, I would say item-wise, Kingdahl, you probably right-ordered this. The only items that would have sped you up even more was the red ring, and that would have required a little bit of a dig through 8, and then the wand in 6 might have helped some, but again, the white sword being in 9 and just to the left of start was enough to kind of make Ganon trivial, especially in his own room.
Yeah, I was playing it very safe at the start with level 1 there, collecting keys. I think I was like 6 keys from level 1, and then I the candy keys, of course.
Yeah, you either hold the record or you're very close to holding the tournament record. I think I did commentary on a race where you had like 21 keys or something by the time you got it.
Yeah, I think you probably got broken later on, but it was. I mean, I'm very careful with the keys early, but I also wanted the map to see if I could walk around those doors, and the book wasn't 4, so I kind of wanted to wait. But you don't want to wait on level 1, but well, it happens. And then 1-7 ladder flute. I mean, I guess that was the router's seed, probably.
Yep, so it gives you the opportunity to control your own destiny. It's not an easy group to get through. Meanwhile, puts the Pirate Sheep at 3-1. Still should be into. Well, I guess if it's, I don't know what it works if it's all a bunch of 3-1s up there at the top, but still very much in things here. For
if there's 3 or more people tied in the group, then we have to do a race off.
That could be fun.
If there's 3 3-1s at the end of this, we'll have to do a race. But I think even then, probably, I don't know how like the second tiebreakers would work going into the bracket. So you'd get your winner of the group, and then I guess the rest is by time or by head-to-head.
Yeah, because you, I think, own the tiebreaker against Sis Crusher because of your record going into this match.
Yep.
So yeah, it's just down to Kingdahl. Can he beat Coper, Crusher, and Chrono?
No.
Hey. Sometimes gotta believe, man.
No, I mean when I thought it was top 2 qualified, and when I heard about how complicated it was set up, I don't. It's gonna be a lot of matches that are meaningless for a lot of people with this setup, but I will try. But I don't think I've ever beaten Jay Coper in a race, and it's been we've been racing for a while.
I'm sure Potato Pony has the stats somewhere if we want to look it up. I think Jay Cooper.
No, we don't want to look at it.
I think Jay Cooper beat me in like the first 20, 25, 30 races that I played him in across like 6 months, 7 months. Yeah.
I have beaten him, but not in randomized versions.
But
Well,
no, this is
it's still randomized, but like routers were very much even, not in the randomized setting.
yeah, maybe do a collaboration between Zelda and music making and take some advantages over him there, perhaps.
But the thing is also that he might be eliminated already when we play. So that's the problem I have with this. That a lot of people's gonna be having to play dead matches for controlling other people's destiny and stuff like that. But it is what it is.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's still only if you're 0-3, though. I mean, at this point, 0-2 doesn't eliminate you. If you're 2-2, you have a shot still. So I don't know that it really does too bad a job. And eliminating like the winning differential also does a lot to kind of mitigate people who maybe are eliminated at 0-3. But you know, there's always, no matter what format you go, I think you're always going to have a struggle somewhere. You know, where someone's playing a game where they may not have a lot to play for other than pride.
Yeah, for sure. But I think like the group itself should like decide what's going on. The group is gonna suffer. The groups are suffering, I think. But it's okay. I mean, I don't know. It's we're gonna have to play with what's set up. So let's go. Let's go 4-0. You know.
So, Pirate Sheep, you did an exceptionally well job in the Rookie Rumble earlier this year. Now, you're in this tournament, completely different flag sets. What, for you, has been the biggest challenge of this flag set compared to Rookie Rumble?
Oh, 2Q Overworld. I never played 2Q Vanilla. One of the only time I've ever played 2Q was preparing for this tournament. So that's my big issue. You know.
Okay. So with that 2Q Overworld, of course, you know, there's a lot of routing concerns with the different items opening up a whole lot more spots, but also money management. Have you ever found yourself just completely stuck because of not having the money that you need to either buy bombs or potions or whatever it is?
Not yet. At least on the tracker, there's the spot summary, and so I can see how many door repairs I have left, how many, mid secrets and small secrets I have left. So, trying to manage the rupee counts there is another task as you go through. But it's definitely a challenge. I miss my 3 big secrets.
Indeed. Me personally, I'm not good enough at the game to ever win Green Tunic. So if I don't find that red ring, I'm usually toast and end up having to gamble my life savings away.
Yeah, I had one of those in the Rookie Rumble where I had Green Tunic, Wood Sword, and no money for Blue Ring, no idea where Red Ring is, and having to take down Ganon like that. That was an eye opener. It was one of the reasons why I dug 8 so much, because there's 2 items there I don't think I had anything at that point, and stumbling upon that Red Ring gives a good amount of confidence there.
Oh, absolutely. I did mention when you picked that up that you probably felt like you could just face tank whatever you came across.
Oh yeah.
I know. Yeah, you feel pretty invincible once you get that, especially when combined with a wand or a white sword.
So now I get the scoreboard watch.
Okay, Kingdahl, Pirate Sheep, any last comments?
No, I'm happy I got the win. I thought I was going to go 0-4. I was washed. It was over. But no, I got 1. And now I can relax a little bit. I mean, Pirate Sheep's been smoking me in all the races that I joined on the weeklies. Oh, he won. So I was already 0-1 when this race started. So I don't know what happened. But the King ladder, it saved me. So GG, and hopefully you'll advance. Maybe I don't know. I don't know. It's
a tough group.
It's complicated. Yeah, it's all Sis Crusher. He has eliminated me in the probably the two last tournaments that we faced off. So it's not looking great. Not looking great, but I'll do my best.
You're undefeated in the group right now.
Yeah, I am the only one. So.
yeah. Thanks for that. No, I just, I looked at this group initially, and I was pretty low rated out of the group. You got some big studs in this group, and so finishing 3-1 should be, and I'll have like a 500-second penalty or something like that. I think it should be good enough to advance. If not, though, like if I'm going 3-1 in this group, I can't complain about anything. But no, it was fun.
Yep, we'll let Kingdahl schedule some matches. We'll see what the records end up being, and we get to go from there.
Well, once again, GG's all around. Thank you, ThePirateSheep, and Kingdahl for that amazing race. Thank you to our tracker, Neo No Name, for keeping things nice and ordered. And as always, thank you, Fury SK, for your wonderful commentary and for preventing me from saying too many foolish things.
Always a fun time to be on comms.
All right. Well, on behalf of the entire Zelda 1 community and Speedgaming, we would like to thank you for watching today, and stay tuned for more